George to Itoje, it's popped back to Tizards. And now the men in black go to work. Saracens keeping their body positions low. Judges at the back. And they rumble forward. Touch of momentum now. Saracens hunting this opening score. And they peel it to the left with Farrell, who bundles his way over. The captain gets the first try of the game.
Saracens went to something just slightly different, a little shift drive, nearly got there. Cal Sinclair did some great work to break it up. But ultimately that man, Owen Farrell, he's actually quite deceptively big, Owen Farrell. He's not a small guy by any stretch of the imagination. And he just tucks it up the jumper and he carries really hard into Randall. Scrum now.
We never get to it. Instead, the pace is kept high with Parton. He gets the offload away. Lovely line from Daly. Bristol scrambling again. Christie, Farrell just holds his hands. Goods and Lewington has a stroll over on the right wing.
I like that Billy Vunipola just got through the ball. Let's get the ball in play. Saracens want to play on top of you, pressure you. It's that blocker shape again I said about into midfield, which Bristol struggled with last week against Bath. And at this point, quick ball, Andy Christie, the link man. Owen Farrell puts that man Lewington in the corner, who's probably scored more tries than I've had breakfast. It's just clinical stuff, isn't it, from Saracens? They're so deadly.
Those two missed kicks from Owen Farrell for the first two tries. I mean, they're not that far away from their hosts, and Van Rensburg is into the 22 again. Randall, Harding, Sheedy has too many numbers near him, but he finds Joe Batley, and Batley has two men in front of him, takes on both and scores. And big Joe Batley has splintered Saracens.
They looked a bit stuttering. Callum Sheedy goes down a hole and then he just picks a perfect ball for Batley. And the big man had a lot to do at this point. Through two tackles, and there's the big arm to reach and place the ball. Great finish from the big man.
Itoje in the middle. And then he comes to the front. Vunipola goes down the short side. George is there, he doesn't need anybody. When does he ever from that type of range? Billy Vunipola strides over the try line.
That man at the front, who's that, Ogre, just stuck his head in, and Billy V went round the corner and picked off that last defender. It's smart from Saracen.
And Ogre finds his man again, and Bristol pile through, and everyone joins in. Van Rensburg is in there. The Bears over again, and Saracens folded at home from a driving maul.
It's really clever play, and once that back pod had won the ball behind Marrow, they were always struggling to catch up. Really good play from Bristol.
It's to the back, it's gone over the 15. Ogre has found his man again, and the white jerseys coalesce. Randall, Ogre has to thunder into contact and rolls and gets there. He breaks Saracens open at the seams, and Bristol take the lead.
Bristol won it again behind the pod. It's whether he goes twice. He can go once and place the ball. Let's have a look. Still driving. Yeah, this is one. Great carry from Ogre. Didn't look like much was on there, and he just physically just dominated up through those 2-3 meters.
Farrell cuts back and gives it to George. Crossfield kick from Owen Farrell. Alex Lewington is lurking. It bounces up for Alex Lewington. And with a huckster's sense for the try line, Alex Lewington scores again.
That's much more Sarries, isn't it? Front line, bang, bang, bang. And then eventually, Owen Farrell picked him up. Not quite perfect on the kick, but pretty close to it. And that man again, deadly finish on the wing.
Christie claims the ball. A second ball is out on the field. George has the one that matters. And Jamie George has his eyes on the line. Saracens over again and reasserting their dominance in North London.
It's great work once the ball's at the back by Saracens. Once that ball's at the back, they shear off this way really well. Hugh Tizard dragged it across, and the other boys put the hard work in to get it across the line.
Sheedy with the goal line dropout. And Farrell eyes up the drop goal, charge down, might land anywhere, lands in the worst possible place. Theo McFarlane's hands, and there goes Simpson. Tom Willis picks it up and drives on. The Bears on red alert again. And this time they can't stop Saracens from smashing over the line.
Tom Willis, I think people were thinking he'd gone the wrong way. I know some of the Saracens' backs were frustrated over this side, and he just said, I'll deal with this. Physically, drives through 4 or 5 tacklers.
10 minutes to play. The Bears 10 points down on Saracens, but Gabriel Ibitoye with the ball in his hands, and that is so dangerous. Ibitoye shape-shifting through the Saracens' defence, and here it comes, the score for Kieran Marmion. Bears brilliance at the StoneX, and they've breathed life back into their chances.
Gabs Ibitoye just says, well, if you're not going to tackle me, I'll go. Sells the dummy here. Harry Thacker's always on the shoulder. He is like an open side, even though he plays hooker, and then Kieran Marmion finishes it off.
The champions looking to make it 5 wins in a row in the Gallagher Premiership after such a torrid start to the season. Jamie George peels off, and Saracens reset, and here they come. And here's the roar, and there's the try. Saracens seal the job.
Maro Itoje here keeps this maul together. Well, he's in there, he's steering the ship. Now watch. I thought Bristol had done a good job to this point, but he just drags them through. And look, everyone's still together. All those black shirts are still together. Jamie George gets the reward at the end of it. It's great forward play from Saracens.
Thacker. Nice switch play with Sheedy and Van Rensburg hitting a good line again. But this goes forward, and Saracens will go to touch. It swung one way and then the other in North London. But at the end of 80 minutes, as they return to the StoneX Stadium, it's Saracens who come out on top. Saracens run out winners, 39 points to 31.